Well, Bethesda has done it again. They've made their second Fallout game. That's assuming you credit Obsidian Entertainment with New Vegas. Like you should. Where to start with this game? First off, the graphics are top notch. And I can actually stand to look at the people in this iteration. But it's not just the graphics that make it look good. It's a complete cinematic feel that they've added to it. Conversations with various NPCs enter a facial camera angle that kind of gives it more of a cinematic feel to it. And even though the NPCs just cycle through the same hand gestures, it feels more natural, not just robots talking to robots. Did I mention that the main character has a voice? If you've followed the hype leading up to the release, then this isn't really news. Unfortunately, giving a set voice to your player's character removes a small amount of the total customization. But it gives the character a personality, and that actually helps the immersion, unlike the previous Bethesda Fallouts. Here's where I have most of my gripes. There's no hardcore mode. Why would you take that out, Bethesda? Is it because Obsidian Entertainment thought of it? You jealous or something? Anyway, food seems to be a lot more helpful now, and with the cooking stations to remove the rads, they become better than stim packs. So my character has been eating and drinking consistently. But in 3 weeks that he's existed in-game, he has only slept an hour. So I'm pretty sure he's a demigod. Radiation has been dumbed down a bit. Now all it does is limit your max HP, significantly less severe, which is kind of disappointing. Another change is checking inventories of desks, boxes, and dead enemies has been streamlined to avoid bringing up multiple menus every time. This is very nice, as it makes looting a building much easier. The final change I will mention is the level up and perk system. They've done away with the old system and gone with a tier system. If you have 3 points of an attribute, you have access to 3 tiers of perks. If you have 5 points in an attribute, you have access to 5 tiers. It's very simple, and I quite like it. The glitches are numerous. So, I know it's a Bethesda game. If it's not glitching through the floor or the walls, then half the buttons won't trigger the appropriate actions. It's frustrating and annoying, but it's not the end of the world. If you haven't bought this game yet, maybe you should get it for PCs, so the modders can finish the game for Bethesda. Like Captain America, you are a man out of time. You play a parent looking for your son Sean. Sean! Sean! You have awoken from cryostasis to find your significant other murdered and your son taken. Setting out across the wasteland, in this area called the Commonwealth, you search for the culprits, and a million mini-quests ensue. So far, everything has been great. Story-wise, I'm fairly driven, and everything seems to be connected in some way or the other. There's the Brotherhood of Steel, film noir Private Eyes, and a Blade Runner-esque plot. They did pretty good, but dog meat? Again? You have subtle references to the Enclave, but you can't think of a better name than the dog from Fallout 1? You're not the old Fallout, so stop trying to pretend you are. All in all, the game is great. It's completely worth the $700 we spent to play the game. Guess Bethesda felt sorry for us. That's why they threw in a free t-shirt with mine. Maybe if they spent more money on fine-tuning the glitches and less on t-shirt costs. Anyway, my first impression says it's a good game. My anal retentive nature will nitpick it forever. Play it for yourself. Tell me your impressions.
Go away.
Won't take but a moment. We do need to verify some information to make sure you're cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.